Hmm?
Okay, and now that you guys got the silent show where you had to guess what we were saying, I'll let the cat out of the bag. We were arguing really a lot about the elect. No, I'm joking. We're not going to do politics again.
Oh, I was wondering where you're
but
going with this, but yeah. Yeah.
but no, I was just mentioning that sorry guys, we got to the show a little bit late this week. I had to work really late on Monday and Wednesday. He had a birthday party to go to on Thursday. And in general, we just, there wasn't much going on this week. So we figured we'd just keep pushing it.
Yeah, I just we've been pretty irregular lately, but I mean, so is the team. Like, what is that town hall in Wednesday? I mean, come on, who does that? But yeah, better late than never, people say. So here we are, and we'll probably talk about something. I don't know. We'll find out what to talk about.
And yeah, I don't know what's going on with my OBS lately. Thanks for pointing that out, Bajangles, because for some reason my default audio is not like switching over to what my actual audio is on. So it's
Oh no, he wrote
strange.
it before you go live, man.
Yeah, it's because he was probably watching on Twitch
Oh,
where
okay.
where no one could hear anything. So, but thank you to Birds, Bees, and Trees who's over there on the
Because
Twitch channel and is hanging out here.
because
So
he said that we can't see, hear anything. So I think it was before you pushed the show live that he put the comment. And I
uh,
think it was just coincidence that you actually push us live with no audio. But yeah. Anyways, yeah.
per norm, I'm gonna
Jangos,
do.
Jangos, you can take the credit for pointing Steve in the right direction.
I
And
need
great
to
to see you too.
go and take
Where are we going?
away my delegation really quick because
Oh,
it
because we have a
expired.
show and you remember.
And let's take a quick look at what people are paying for DEC. I mean, for SPS rentals, it looks like you can still pull a nice solid 8%. It's kind of amazing because in the real world, guys, it's pretty hard to get 8% on an investment. Um, like, go ask your bank if they'll give you 8%
I
on your
don't think
savings
they,
account.
I don't think they're here to hear about our non-financial advice. On,
though
on the
you're very
ever-sinking SPS, which
you can get 4 to 5% on U.S. dollars. They hold their value a little bit better than SPS lately.
a little bit better, yeah, I would
Yeah.
say a little bit better. But I mean, it's relative because when SPS is $10, then you'll be like, oh yeah, but the US dollar just holds his value, nothing happened. Like, this meme, do something.
Oh man, $10 SPS, 10. That
Yeah.
that that would be insane. I think I
Oh,
think I think we're all just hoping we could even get 10-cent SPS right now. That would be
well,
nice.
just imagine
Um,
that pretty soon DEC will be what SPS is. I mean, SPS will be what DEC is.
so SPS at 65 cents, that wouldn't be too bad. I could
Yeah,
live with that.
yeah, yeah, back in too.
So the town hall was pretty darn good, huh?
I don't know what time
Oh,
hole.
this one right here. You know.
Oh, it was before the board event. Do you think I remember anything from the town hall?
Yeah, yeah, but Jingles is right. We got to get to a penny first, but we got the nice look of my buddy AJ and his card. People who don't know AJ, he is a wheelchair bound individual. He runs the Spark Swap and the EMP Fusion projects I'm in, and I've been meaning to do an update video on those. I just haven't been. When work is making me work 60 hours a week, guys, much less videos come out. But his card is coming into the game, so it's a very interesting one here. Being able to put a cleanse onto any monster with a repair is kind of interesting when you get an armor and an attack. And if you go
I
with an
didn't even see
already
you.
armored up
Okay.
monster, giving I mean, think of some of the weird monsters out there that have like 10 armor, 8 armor. You can give them an armor strike. especially because you have some very armor heavy units on blue and white. So definitely an interesting card. What do you think of the new guy?
I wasn't as impressed, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe because in general, I am not much melee type of guy. Like it's just like probably the last resort is focusing on melee. It's so usually it's so limited as to where you can attack from. So I don't know. I guess we have to see it in action, but clears. Yeah, I would have rather you can give a um back row heal. No, what was it? Back row heal cleanse to any unit. Yeah, that would be cool, but uh, cleanses we have enough on both the blue and as you call them, the blue and the white team.
yeah.
That
Or you want me to say water and life? I guess I could say,
I
if you prefer.
I
But
stopped fighting about that. It's a battle I cannot win, so
but I do think that the armor strike with a repair with a team that also already has a lot of repair is kind of going to be an interesting thing, especially because that armor strike becomes piercing. So like,
yeah.
I mean, think
If
about like a card like Demon Shark now having piercing and two attacks and trample.
No, I do understand, but I mean also you have to make sure it's not facing force field, right? So
Oh yeah, well obviously you do have that
there's that
problem. Um,
because then both your attacks are one.
Oh, it looks like we have a person that doesn't like new cards. But Jangles is not happy for the mini set. We were going to get there, but he's bringing it up early. I'm okay with another mini set. Mini sets tend to be mini. If you go look at the dice set, it was literally like 10 cards. So if they do something like that again, they can be very optional. They usually can be relatively powerful and they can lead to just some extra DEC burn. Um,
I thought we were
Ink
going to
likes the
get to
summoner.
it later, man.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So going.
You already spit it all.
Yeah, I
Spit it
know.
out.
I mean, what do you think about the mini set for you?
Oh, I don't care less, whatever. It's like I mean, the company needs to survive. It needs to survive however they can. I mean, I'm up for it. I'll do whatever I can. I know other people will do whatever they can. I mean, at the end of the day, nobody said that everybody has to have every card in the game. And people decide what it's worth it, what they can afford, and that's it.
Yeah. Land updates are on. The land guy might be done with his vacation soon, so maybe we'll get some updates.
Oh, we have a
That
land
was
play? I thought Cryptomancer was doing the land.
Yeah, no, yeah, but he's been, well, not on vacation, I guess, but traveling a lot. Matt had said on the town hall, but that he thinks that his traveling was ending so that we could hopefully get some of the stuff they talked about adding into land actually
Oh,
in the next few weeks or month or
we're
two
still
months.
we're still talking about Cryptomancer?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, because when you say land guy, I was thinking like maybe I missed something that there is somebody else that was assigned. Come on, man. You cannot call Cryptomancer the land guy.
Well, he's the land guy now.
No, he's the guy.
No, 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 no. He's the land guy now.
When
He
it comes
used
to
to,
coding, no,
but
when it comes to coding, he is the guy. He does whatever needs to be done.
but overall, if he's getting back to a more normal schedule, hopefully we'll see some stuff come with those. We
I think
got a pretty big.
at the end, Matt was saying that very soon, we'll see a lot of new features coming up, and that will be until the end of the year. So I guess it won't be only on land front.
Yeah,
That guess stuff is coming.
yeah. Some of the exciting stuff about this town hall, I think that made it so good for me, was that there was this feeling that new stuff was going to be happening. A new mini set was going to be coming. Promo card sales were going to be coming. Land stuff was probably going to be coming. One of the last major updates for tech modernization is getting released, so they'll only have that one last bit of hurdle. And there was this feeling for the first time in a while that they're getting past some of this stuff that I think they're tired of working on. Um,
And we're
and
tired of waiting for.
yeah, and we're tired of waiting for, and able to start thinking about doing some new things. That's why Matt also talked about that other promo card sale he wants to do, the one where they're going to sell like 100 copies of a maxed card and only one per day in an auction style system. So it's going to be a real whales kind of fighting it out for that card, at least in the beginning and the end, and the sharks coming in the middle to try to snag them a little cheaper. So that was a very interesting thing to hear them say. Um, so,
I
but
guess I phased out when I heard Wells. That's why I didn't even know what you're talking about.
oh yeah, Matt said he had an idea for a new promo card sale. He's basing it off of a project. I forget the name of the project on ETH that only sells one NFT per day, and they sell it in an auction. So they want
Dutch
to
auction?
sell.
It's
No,
probably the Dutch style auction.
no, I
If
think it's
if
just a
it's for
regular
the Wales,
auction. He didn't say what kind of auction. I think it's just going to be an auction. It'll probably be a DEC auction. Whoever will pay the most will get the card, but only one person can get it each day. So, and it only goes for 100 days. So it'd be a card where there'd only be 100 copies, um, and every copy would be max level. So we'll see. We'll see. The big news, the kind of
oh,
sneaky big news, the first part of the new player tutorial is coming out. It's basically just a better walkthrough of getting introduced to modern battles, and then introducing the player to hopefully buying a spell book. They did say they're going to have a lot of emphasis on starting to convert a lot of these accounts that might be confusing people, because I think a lot of us thought they were kind of fake, but their research is saying they're not fake. They're just people that come to check us out and leave. And so, if they can start to even get a 20 to 30% conversion rate on those people through a new tutorial, new offers, new things, it could start to grow the player base for the first time in quite a while. So,
yeah, I guess I was challenged and I was just looking to see and
oh,
accept the challenge, but I guess I didn't see any challenge. So I mean, maybe
oh,
maybe it was false alarm.
um, they are going to add Rift Watchers into the set rentals. And I believe also they said they were going to be adding Rebellion eventually, but that they're not going to be available to people who don't have a spell book. So that's kind of an interesting little thing that they came. So um, it's just hopefully getting that one click rental thing to be a little bit better. So
Always the whole show is town hall recap, man. I mean,
yeah,
that's what.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, we're doing the town hall stuff because it was a pretty big town hall, and I'm using the post because it was 2 days ago for Bebe. It was yesterday for me because I didn't watch it till the day after. But
Oh, it was a
it
week
it,
a week
it
ago
just
for me, but
helps to get things. We're finally gonna get the tournament. Um, Oh
it
no,
gets
no, this is tournament
very
updates. We're
soon.
not getting the end of season tournament yet, right? They've talked about that, but
What
it
is that?
isn't. They want to change it so there's no longer leaderboard prizes, and instead the top 100 or 200 people get to go into a tournament and compete for prizes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Um,
I'm somewhere around there usually.
yeah, I'm usually in the top 200, so if they do 200, I'd be in the tournament. If they do 100, I'd probably have to start getting more serious to get there, because I think the
Yeah.
best I've done recently was maybe like 120 at the end of the season. So,
I want to edit uh my response. Archmage is usually getting there. I don't want to take credit for something I'm not doing. So
you're talking about in Wild. Yes. Okay.
yeah.
Um, we did get some eye candy of basically What is this one? Oh, this is the battle screen.
No, I think that's the three quests that you get in the beginning.
Okay, there's. I think this is meant to show us this, the new little tomb over here. I
Well,
I I, I
that's always been there. Probably didn't notice it, but I think it was because of the quests, like the new player experience that you start with three quests that you have to complete.
for, yeah, yes, battling for end of season rewards will be fun.
Hey, is there now that there is Ghost Challenge? Does it include all new reward cards leveled up?
I don't know. I don't know if the ghost card challenges have the rewards cards leveled up or not. I'd
That
imagine they
that
do, but
that might be fun, huh?
um, we'll have to. I don't know. We could play around with some ghost card challenges after
Yeah.
we get through this.
Yeah.
But because I haven't really done many of them myself, only a couple. This is the new little quest they've made to, go through the tutorial, play a match. I zoomed in, but unlock your spell book, and if you do it, you get a little reward of 1,000 glint on top of the 3,000 credits you'll get back for doing your spell book. So they
Oh, how
they
generous.
juicied up this a little bit to try to entice people a little bit more. The unbinding of cards is allowed. I have unbinded three gold legendary cards and successfully sold one of them so far. Um, the other two are for sale. I'm kind of doing this as an opportunity to help the community and just burn some DEC because I'm only selling them for about $10 to $12 over unbind price.
Only?
Um, yeah. Like I
I sold
calculated.
50 cards. I sold 50 cards and barely made like 43,000 DC. Which is only 12.
Yeah. Well,
Not
because the price right now seems to be very very close to the unbinding price. We'll see over time if that changes because the unbinding price gets more expensive. So theoretically, that floor price is always going to go up, in theory. But the question is, are there people who want to buy them? A quick shout out to our buddy Rogue Patton actually came through and bought one of my gold Izzyars for $92.
good
So
job.
it
For
was 80.
$92.
Yeah, it was about $80 to unbind.
But you're talking about single BCX?
Single BCX gold foil legendary.
I'm
It was
selling
about
I'm
eighty
selling
dollars to unbind, and with DEC under peg, that's a decent amount of DEC, or like 125,000.
yeah,
And
whoever
then I
wants.
sold it for $92, so I got back like 137,000 DEC.
Talking about it,
So
yeah, I have several legendary gold foil maxed out. If anybody wants to, be a big shot, give me a shout.
yeah, like it with DEC at current prices, if it doesn't move a lot, if it doesn't pump and it just stays here, it's $80 to unbind a card. Um, so you should be looking at prices somewhere around $90 to $100, depending on how many people are unbinding that card. I know that like I unbound an Oost, and at the time there was only one Oost for sale for $150. So I mean 150. So I put mine up for like 120, but then some people came in and undercut me, so now I've lowered the price.
Of
So it'll be
course.
interesting to see how that works. It doesn't look like there's a lot of profit to be made in these at this point,
Well, as I said,
but
I made almost 50,000 GC, so
yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. So yeah, they are expensive. I do think that it would be interesting to see if anybody out there wants to put up a proposal to start this price a little bit lower. But I haven't really spent any time unbinding the regular cards, so maybe the 10x isn't so bad that way. Oh look, Ank says he wants to know what gold foils you have. He might want to buy them from you.
yeah, I answered him. I mean, I don't want to interrupt you, so I wrote it in the
Oh, you
chat.
wrote it. I do technically, Ank, have four Oost, and I've unlocked one of them so far, so we could work something out if you want me to unlock all of them. But I don't know where you are with your legendaries as well. Um, okay, going back to the post, what else do we need to talk about from the town hall? Oh,
Oh,
we're getting these dual
oh,
attack
it's okay.
filters.
Wait, I still, I, I actually did get. Oh, has already been accepted or canceled. Okay. Well, sorry, both. I didn't see you that you sent me a challenge, and when I did, I guess you canceled it already. So I was going to check if I'm not giving false information. I believe those were the ones I have maxed.
Oh, and
But
thank you for reminding me to sign up for this because I am on here as an ambassador. Right in there is my name. So I am one of the new ambassadors, and I'll need to be doing my ambassadoring of the game. Um,
new, I
so
thought you've been for a while now.
well, I've always had an ambassador link, but you had to apply to be part of the new ambassador program,
I
right?
thought since you joined the war room or whatever, you already had been. I mean, yeah, I didn't know you. I thought you were already. Yes. Anyways, my fault. Thank you for thinking that.
Yeah.
Legendary gold
Oh yeah,
foil.
there's some other people that have been bouncing some stuff around. That's interesting.
Mm, whoa,
Yeah.
I see on legendaries.
They the first promo cards are coming out on 9/3. We kind of talked about those. There's going to be one legendary and one rare card sold, at least for this first one. And one of the interesting things is for the first promo card sale, there is still going to be leaderboard prizes. So there's going to be a chance for you to pull some packs or something if you decide to get into them. So, gathering the magic, reach out to Nate. There was, or you could reach out to oh, who's the guy? Is it Bronze Dragon? No, um, the Discord people, because I had to reach out to one of them, and they have like a little form you fill out. It's really easy to become an ambassador, but you just have to basically give them like your channels and you know prove that you are going to talk about the game like we do. So and then eventually,
And then I guess you're the ambassador and I'm just what? I'm just the sidekick.
are you on here? Did you sign up?
No.
Well, you should sign up. You should reach out to them as well. Royal,
But,
oh, it's Royal
but what's
Eagle
the
or
point?
Azaria should be able to hook you up. Yeah, Bajangles, because I'm sure he's one as well. So same thing for you. Talk to Royal Eagle. He'll get you the thing. It's just a Google form. You just fill it out, and I'm sure they'll accept you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm not doing anything aside from this show, so
Yeah, well, your link,
I guess I guess I'm
your
okay.
yeah,
Do they do
I
something?
put your hey look if someone wants to sign up from the game from our Hive post, your link is there and my link is there. So if they like you more, they can click on yours, and then you would
Nah.
get credit for them signing up.
Yeah, nobody.
um, oh yeah, the glamour system is definitely interesting. They're calling it the glamour system because it's not just skins. It's going to be a little bit more. Um, it's good to see that they're working on this. This is another one of those new
Yeah,
things.
are we turning the game into a fashion show?
Well, no, because like
Glamour,
once he
cosmetics.
explained it a little bit more, is that it made it seem like it's because there's going to be cosmetics that have to do with like giving your character a title or a special name, and not
Are we
always
getting?
necessarily changing the way the card looks.
Are we
So
also getting vanity mirrors and stuff?
I don't know,
I mean,
maybe.
glint, glamour, cosmetics.
Yeah. See,
What
here's
does
the
it sound? I think they're trying to appeal to the to the female base. Like they're trying to attract some more female players, I think.
perhaps. Hey, we can all be glamorous.
Oh yeah, but I mean, when you tie together glitz, glamour, and cosmetics, it sounds like an advertisement for females. I don't know.
I agree. See, here's the little land update that Cryptomancer's been catching up on the system and learning it. He's been traveling, but we'll be back in September. So sometime in September, we might actually get the other resources, and they're going to be adding some kind of utility to research. I saw in After Sound's little recap video that this sentence scared him. He's worried that research is going to become a token. He's like, we just got rid of a token. Don't introduce a new token to steal value from the game. But it will be interesting to see what kind of utility they give to the research tokens. So,
But is it will be spendable or just unlockable
For
research token?
I don't know. I think it should be spendable.
No, I don't want to spend my research. I want to accumulate.
Yeah, everybody wants to accumulate. That's why it should be, and there's a reward for having the most accumulated. That's why to me it should be spendable. That way, like if the guys who have a lot want have to balance how much to sell because you don't want to lose your title because you sell all your research buying whatever they sell. So
Nah, I don't like it.
Renio7 says he thinks research will be another token. I think it will kind of be another token, but I'm hoping it's more treated as an in-game currency. So there's
As
never.
from what I remember from before, I think you're wrong. I don't think it will be a research token, and I don't think they mean utility to the research that you've accumulated. But what Matt have said before, that at some point, research won't be just putting your land to do research. It will be by like putting grain and wood and ore and everything like the concentrated war efforts in World of Warcraft, where everybody was donating like wool, cloth, whatever, like iron, mithril, etc. I think because that's what he mentioned before, so I think that's circling around that there'll be new ways of getting research aside from just putting your land to do research.
All right. Speaking about land, let's go do some harvesting.
Why did I mention land? Oh,
It's your fault. You did it,
silly
not me.
me.
I gotta get my streamer luck here.
Yes. And now with our ever-going segment, Stevie does his land.
Hey, you're a co-host. You could share your screen and do a battle with someone if you want.
I'm not
No.
crazy, man.
All right, let's see. This is my best chance is on these two. I don't get that much SPS, so let's get a totem. Totem, totem,
Okay, I
totem,
see it. I can use that.
totem,
Maybe please don't cancel it. Please don't.
totem, totem before he steals the screen.
What was, no, I'm going to steal the screen.
Oh, no totem. Okay, come on, research. Get a totem. Get a totem. Get a totem.
Okay.
Any totem.
Ooh, with
Fragment, of
other
course,
ghost
but
with
oh, we
life.
got one. We got a common totem fragment. Let's go. I'm not expecting one on the SPS.
Yeah, talk, but like a little bit more quiet because I'm concentrating here. I'm having
Oh, you're having a
yeah,
match, I see.
yeah.
All right, we are done claiming. Let's see here. I wonder how. Nope, gotta go back a little more. A little more. Trade hub. How is my liquidity doing?
Oh, it doesn't have the new reward cards challenge. Oh, it does. It does. Oh, nice. It have
Oh,
them.
look at that! Look
Have
at
them
that!
at
I have my
max.
little 18,000 DEC with 2 million grain chilling in here.
Has them at max.
There's been $166 traded in the last 24 hours, $2,000 traded over the last month, and there's been $800 in fees that have gone out to us liquidity providers since
Wow.
ever. Not bad, not bad, not good, not good though. Oh man, guys, getting extra energy to start the season is pretty wild. I spent all my glint, so I was broke.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I'm still listening. Even though I don't want to, I'm still listening to you. So, me too. Wow. So tough to decide what to use.
Why can't I see anything? Oh, because I have gold. I didn't get any gold legendaries,
Oh,
but I
let's
did
try
do
this. Let's try this guy. Did I what?
nothing. I'm just sharing with the people my legendary cards. I did one legendary card buy, and I got these cards here. I did pull one extra legendary, I think. How many do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because I bought my major chests and I pulled one more copy of one of them. Oh, and this guy's at level 2. See? So he's actually 3 cards. Um,
So
the
similar.
do 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 do. Maybe if we just do soulbound and then we click regular, we can see the ones I don't have. The frigid wolf, both the life ones I whiffed on. I did not get this dragon guy here. And I did not get the one cost death one. Oh, that guy looks kind of cool. He's a sneak monster, huh? Wow, 1 mana for a 2/3/3. That's not bad. Little sneaker.
What you talking about?
I'm looking at the legendary cards while you make your team.
No.
Yeah, I never really saved up that much because I was always buying my major chests for those chance to get other things. On my epic pools, I did a little bit better, but because I got every epic, but I did not get the one that people keep using to beat me. This little guy is annoyingly good for 1 mana. People keep using him and kicking the crap out of me. I did get a lot of this one, so but I didn't save a lot up. So as you can see, most of these are just level 2 or level 1 because I only got 1 copy of the broken one, so I wasn't happy about that. I want to try this out, but I only got 1 copy on all my epics. On my rares,
Oh, he will beat me. Not fair. Not fair. I love.
most of my rares are level 2. With a couple of them, I got to level 3.
Well done, both. In
And
case.
then
Sure.
my commons are pretty much level 4. I forgot to level one of them. I don't know if I'm going to play
But
them ever.
it's definitely fun. It's fun to play with the max. There you go. In case you wanna see
Yeah, Vozana, I agree.
how I got
Matt
my.
admitted during the town hall that the 10x price is a lot of people are saying it's pretty expensive. Like if I bring up the Chaos Legion guys here, I have a whole bunch of these extra guys, but so unbinding him is 50 DEC for 1 common.
Why are people why is this so expensive?
And then epic. Well, they were complaining about the epics, and I can see look, I have a lot of extra
No, no,
epics.
no. This guy, this particular guy, the possessed puppy, whatever. It's like several times during the day I check, like it's like probably keeping like the highest price.
It's a really good card with double attack.
Yeah, when
So
if wanna like a certain rule set, but that's about it.
so
I mean,
wait, where are you getting 25k? I'm seeing 1,000 DEC to unbind an epic.
probably gold foil.
Oh, a gold foil epic. Okay, hold on. I got a couple of those. Let me
Yeah, I
just
think
press
they are
this
25,000.
button. Is this 25,000?
I think they are 25,000.
There's the 25k. Yeah, so I mean 25k is what in DEC it's at right now.
Whoa, but don't.
Gecko.
Why are you counting it this way? This is supposed to be a dollar, so you should count it as dollar.
No, because if you're gonna bring money into, it
If
annoys you.
yeah, which nobody
I
does ever for a long
I
time.
am buying DEC right now. I've actively been dollar cost averaging in $100 like every week.
Well, unless you buy it with credits, it's still the
I'm
same.
buying
That
it with
DEC,
stable
that
coins.
no, no. But what I'm saying, that DEC, you still overspending it because if you hold it, it will be worth more when it comes to pay. So
16.
unless you're buying with credits, you're paying you paying it in $1 at $1.
So he's $16 to unbind. Somebody's selling him for $18.99. So they're making about $2 on that transaction
Almost
profit.
three. Whoa, I mean there is some.
Almost 3.
No,
Yeah.
because there is like 1,600 that is like market fee. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so they're making like 250 profit this
no, I think it's calculate 6% from 25,000. I think it's around 1,600. So it's like it's coming their profit down to like $1. I mean, something
well,
like
I mean, if they get 18.99, 1899, that's going to be 17,000 DEC.
out of it
Oh,
1,600.
wait, I have an extra digit there. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. It's going to be 28,000 DEC, and you're saying that they'll lose 6% of that?
No, yeah, oh, yeah, okay. It's even from that. It's not from the base price. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's from what you get, right? So if you
yeah.
get 28,357 DEC, and we'll round it up to 8, and you only get 94% of that, you get a whole. Oops. I'm terrible at using a calculator when my
I
kids
I
are
can I
screaming in
can
the
see
background.
that.
Times 0.94. So he's profiting like 1,600,
No,
1,600
1,600.
DEC.
Yeah.
Wow. I almost feel bad for him.
Well, I only sold two gold for epics, and I sold it peer to peer, and I got 5,000 DC on each. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
some
closer to these prices here, 21. Though
somebody
it
reached to me.
goes up pretty quickly here to 27, 30, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, I have a lot of decisions to make now. I have an actual reason to buy the DEC, so I'm going to be buying it. One of the reasons why I'm going to be buying it and bringing it into the game is because I do want to unlock some of these cards and put them on the land. Um, I don't. I think the
Really?
right
Why?
move.
Why? Chaos, the respective chaos cards are cheaper, or you just want to burn these?
Mm, well, okay. Are they? No, hold on. So market, Chaos Legion, gold, epics. Oh yeah, they are a lot cheaper, huh? two
I mean, I
dollars.
know because I was having the same conversation with Vozena, by the way. Shout out to my friend Vozena. And he was like, okay, like he was planning to buy some of my gold foils. And then at the end of the when he told me it's not because he want to build a gold deck, it's because he wants to, after that, use them on land. I was like, doesn't make sense. The Chaos one, like, way cheaper in their gold foil standard. So if land is the idea, makes no sense that you spend that much of DEC unless you're just an outreach who wants to put in some DEC for the sake of the community, you know.
Yeah, you're right. Because I mean, even here, you got to spend $80 to unbind one of these, and you could just buy gold foil box euros for 21
Well,
gold foil. But there's not really that many for sale, so maybe this will dry up the cheap ones. Because you know, four for sale, five for sale, only five hard
and
claws.
how many you have for unlocking? And yeah, it's just don't forget there are thousands. I personally have 1,600 packs unopened. There are thousands of unopened chaos packs. So if it dries up, believe you me, people will start opening packs, chasing gains.
Yeah,
Okay.
this 10x price. I mean, it's putting the base price for these things very, very expensive.
Yeah, I know.
It's up there with like the really good cards in the
Oh,
game.
not that they're not that some of them are not, but I mean, Izjar is kind of like uh, probably 90% of the battles were there is a live team involved, and I might be cutting it short 90%. Maybe it's 98%. Unless
Oh
there
yeah,
is,
Bozana says a beta gold foil epic is 50k DEC, but there are 157 copies in circulation, and the other six are 6600 in circulations. Yeah, well, I don't know. The way the market is, you do have to buy these things up that are cheaper before you unlock the cards for land. So maybe I'll just be buying some of these gold foil cards. But again, the market is pretty thin. But I was really only planning on putting like one on a land because they're like 12,000 power, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it
So
just, I don't know. I'm just saying, I think there are way cheaper counterparts that you don't need to decide within a month whether you want to do it or not. Actually,
um
Igor, I send you in the Zoom chat link from the battle that boats kicked my ass, and I told you,
oh
but I just,
yeah, okay. Let me bring it up.
I mean, yeah, I want people to see
Where is the Zoom chat?
him
There it
kicking
is.
my ass, and he also is challenging you. He said he wants to challenge you.
Yeah, we could have a fight. If you want to send me a challenge while we watch you pick on a Bebeomega first. Ah, so you both went for the self heal.
Yeah, only on different
Very
people.
similar teams.
I guess he couldn't even use. I don't see any healer on his side.
Oh yeah, he didn't even use the ability. Did he use speed? Maybe he used speed. This card's got speed here and here. So he used her for speed to
Oh,
make you to make you miss.
oh, well, Miss, yeah, okay.
Oh, so she stole a headwinds. That's funny.
And that
And you stole what? Scavenge?
yeah, and then see, and now protect, and now and all of a sudden everybody got
Oh my
buffed up.
gosh, she's got repair.
This is the most
Yeah.
the coolest card in the game, man. Just
Is that why you
I
both ended up playing it?
oh I guess, and because I think she's life,
Yeah.
and life was the only available splinter.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Asmo, do you say they're renting out? I don't know. I mean, you could like, I could like pull out my Oost and my Izzyars and spend that $80, burn that DEC, have those cards, hold them, put them on land, with the hope that they'll be worth more in the future because not that many people decide to spend the $80 right now to actually tank the price. You can go ahead and send it now, Bolts. I should see it if it comes through. Um, but I don't know. Um, it's hard. It's hard to say if it's
Hank,
worth it.
hit me up. I have a lot of codes for sale.
Because one of the other things is um uh since DEC is down, and if you think we might regain peg at some point next year, you're paying like 125,000 DEC um to do this. So that's interesting. All right, I'm gonna take this off screen for a second. Take a look at token prices while I make my team.
Let me
Alrighty
catch up
here.
with chat.
Yeah, you can catch up for chat now while I have to ignore them while I make a team.
Yeah. Asmongold versus Arthos's clips. I think you didn't read that things, but he's saying to Bojangles, my Olivia, first game got silence, dispel, divine shield, demoralized swiftness, and strengthened by around 7. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that will be one of the cards I'm looking at maxing first. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just yeah, it just said that it's the only card with such fun ability, and it's in my probably most I mean, least favorite Splinter. So I guess now I have to focus on playing more. I mean, if I decided to play and to play more live, I guess. C'est la vie. Que será, será. So yeah, nerf coming. I don't know if there will be nerf coming because I mean, it has pretty low health, but I don't know. Maybe. Probably it won't be nerf. Probably to be a card that counter her. I don't know how, but I mean they always come up with something. So we saw the what was it? The squirrel being completely trashed first by the summoner right after, and then by one of the new cards that targets flying first and does double damage to flying. I mean, that was brutal. So, poor
I was
squirrel,
bad, and I didn't even use the new cards.
poor
we got
squirrel.
we got a stupid lose all abilities match, so you wouldn't have got to use any of the new cool stuff anyways.
Oh well.
But yeah, let's see what happens here. We went similar. Let's see where he put his stuff.
What is a similar part? I mean, I see totally completely.
Well, magic and archers, right? Magic and
Okay.
archers, but
What
he
what
so he's
else?
got true strike and he can slow me down when these guys attack. Who's got the speed advantage? He's flying, so my
What's
archers might
how
miss.
how how he? Oh,
Yeah.
that's the squirrel we were talking about. Okay.
But I'm gonna have void and shatter. Sorry, I got an attack there. I paused it before the shatter happened though. That's kind of funny. Um, four. I don't know. I can't tell who's gonna win.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No, watching it live right now.
Oh,
Okay, that started out relatively good for me, but now it's getting good for him. Oh, that was a good miss for me. Um, yeah, it's
I
looking
guess
good.
I guess his flight doesn't help him much, huh?
Yeah, his flight is not dodging anything, but the void and the shatter there against those that high armor people there. Sorry, sir. You only got to pick on Bebeomega tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's new? Everybody's picking on Bebeomega.
But
That's okay. Don't pretend that you're sorry.
hey, no problem, man. And if you, I was sitting there too. I was like, should I be putting an extra monster on the board? I didn't even do that.
It's not, yeah, while we at it, just send me a challenge and then we'll continue. Like, anyways, we didn't get to
Oh, let's go. You know, let me go take a look at that card really quick.
Bolivia.
Conflicts. He's
Oh,
asking us about what we think about the new tofu card.
that it's anti-squirrel and it's so sad for people that bought the squirrel just before they realize what's coming up. So I don't know.
Where do you learn about? Does it not have a link to the card
I
in
think you
here?
should learn more, maybe. Yeah, it's a
Under learn
post.
more.
It's the post with the cards. So
Okay, cool. Did they change it on the card? No. Okay, so
yeah, they did.
you get thorns. Everyone. So what did this used to have? Because I don't remember.
Didn't have the thorns. Just the thorns
Didn't
is
have
added.
thorns. Okay, thorns was added.
It was still anti-squirrel, so it was kind of like, sorry.
Yeah, I mean the squirrel is so broken though. Like, have you guys used yet squirrel with what's his name? Kea? No, get rid of the gold.
The tank with the void, with the force field.
Ah, gotta do this.
Oh, one of the new cards.
No, no, he's not new. He's old, and I can't believe I can't remember his name right now. This guy, Coral Lurker.
Oh,
You make Coral Lurker fly, and you play a blind. You have flying, dodge, blind. So you're already sitting at like a base of what, 40%?
And then you have tofu, and everything goes to hell.
Yeah, but then but then they play Brave Tofu, and since you made him fly, now that you have 0% chance to
No,
dodge.
no, no. I'm saying like now you have tofu, so it has 100% chance to be hit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Do you run it now? You can run into Tofu because, like, I don't know how many times I've played Coral Lurker with just the blind and the squirrel, and people just can't hit him.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's quite hilarious. Uh,
yeah. Now they'll
it's
be able not only to hit him, but to almost one shot him.
yeah. See, look,
I don't remember how much was the damage.
I did it right here, and I don't remember if I even played a blind on this one. I think I messed up and forgot the blind. Yeah, but just flying and dodge.
Well, they three of his units are flying as well, so I don't know.
Yeah, but still, I slow him down, right? Because I got the bear down to 2 speed. Miss.
Yeah, that's more like good RNG.
And then okay, bear's dead. This guy's got the best chance to land a blow here. He finally lands a hit. He lands a hit, but I don't remember if he gets hit again because that guy immediately dies. That guy dies, and then this thing just doesn't ever hit him again. And I mean
Okay.
that was without the blind, and he got a bunch of dodges just from having the fly and the dodge.
Yep.
And then I know I used it one other time today, but I don't remember if it's going to be on here because I had to play a lot today to try to get through my energy. I had like 80. It was really silly. No, no, it's not. It's not on the board anymore. Yeah, that I admit that like mimicking an ability every round is kind of interesting.
It's
Um,
fun. It's a lot of fun and makes the games totally unpredictable.
oh, and oh, we forgot about the other thing that thanks to Bajangles and his proposal, we are going to be able to unlock these cards early at the crazy prices. So that's going to be a very interesting card once that ability, if that ability doesn't get nerfed, to just see how much people are willing to pay to get it. So, it's definitely going to be kind of interesting. I am noticing I'm running into people who actually are playing the new cards, quite often, and they're beating me with them. Let's see, I lost.
So, can you open? Did you get to pull any of the Night Reapers?
So what?
Night Reapers, the new Rebellion card, new Rebellion reward cards.
Oh, did I get Night Reaper?
Yeah, I just wanted to open it, and I thought it's easiest if you have one already. But if you don't, just put all cards instead of playable and go the Rebellion rewards.
Let's see if I go to Soulbound.
Yeah, you just remove core and promo and just leave the. It's
Okay.
epic. It doesn't have to be gold. You
Oops.
have one. You have one even gold foil. So Night Reaper. eh,
This guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, open it and go to stats and look at his max level. How do you think he would fare against your Carol Lurker strategy?
Well, he flies, and then he has this always target the flying enemy and do 2 extra damage if the target has flying. He has reflection shield. He
And
has last stand.
he doesn't take away the flying. So every time he's doing +2 extra damage to flying units.
But he has to hit him still.
How yeah, I mean, how he would
He
not.
doesn't have snare, so he doesn't have an automatic hit.
Okay.
So he's still going to be, and he's at equal speed. So depending on if I have like two more speed than him, then I can probably still beat this card with that strategy.
I don't know because if he gets to the last stand, things will be different.
Well, yeah, if he's set up to be the last stand monster, maybe at the end he could land some pretty devastating blows. But if my team has kind of dodged its way to him being the last thing, I have other cards. And don't forget, in that strategy, you have two monsters on your board that, when hitting people, are making them go even slower. So
Also, forget, don't. Oh, okay. You never mind. You cannot play him with Tofu, but if you can play him with the panda, which will guarantee or almost guarantee that he's the last monster standing on the board. Just
you
saying.
could, but even if he's the last character on the board, if I've slowed him down a little bit and his speed isn't off the clock, and then I hit him twice with the attacks that lower his speed more,
So you supposedly have all your monsters standing while he's just
it,
his whole team is gone and like.
well, you have to remember, in a Coral Lurker strategy, you're taunting everything at Coral Lurker. If they can't hit Coral Lurker, you usually do have your whole team left. Like, I don't know if the last stand would be enough at that point to save them, but maybe if his speed is high enough, he lands some pretty devastating hits and kills the lurker. Because he could, right? You could definitely he'd be hitting him for 6. Um, so assuming he can hit, it could work. But I don't know. I don't think he's fast enough, personally.
Well, he's as fast as a car local.
Yeah, but same speed means I'm gonna have a
Oh, I mean,
60%.
I
Wait,
don't want
okay, wait. Dodge, blind, and flying combined is it 50? Someone in the chat who knows this better than me, is it 50% at that point chance to dodge? And then 10 more for each, or is it 60 and 10 more for each? I should really have these memorized, but I can't remember if they're 25s or 15s. Let's look at Splinterlands dodge chance. Does anyone have
35 first one, man.
dodge has 25?
I think those are separate rows though.
No, they stack. That's why they become unhittable. No, see, yeah, dodge is 25, and then it's 15 for the other two, I believe. Splinterlands. Do 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 do. Yeah, flying's 25 too. So it's 50 and so it's 50 for dodge and flying, and then blind. What percent misses blind? Let's look up blind.
Yes,
Splinter
a lot of
lands.
theorizing, but yeah, I think
Blind's 15. So you have a 65% base chance of missing him if you're same speed. Um, if he has one more speed, you're at 75.
yeah, sorry to mention that, but the Dragon team itself has a lot of speed uh modifiers, not to mention any other splinter that it's included will have
Yeah,
speed modifiers as
Fire
well.
has good speed control. So
Yeah.
I play him a lot of time with I only really pull the combo out if Fire's available
I think
because
anything
they have
anything
all the speed up.
I think anything aside of nature, I mean, and aside of Earth has good speed modifiers.
Yeah. And neutral has a couple too.
Yeah.
So it's
And
not hard to get him up to like 6 to 7 speed. and then have a flying dodge and a blind, he's the closest thing I've seen in a while to just an unhittable monster. If they don't run something with True Strike or something with Snare. Because you give him flying, you do fall victim to Snare. That is why the tofu is the counter to
Oh
this.
yeah. I mean, tofu is just like I win button against the squirrel. It completely destroys it.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see. You know, um, we got the kitty here coming for you.
Yeah, another just people.
Earth, Earth and Earth and Life. So
So
what are you
so
gonna
now
play with
so
this?
now what was
Oh
his
man,
name?
this is gonna make the inevitable team just even more ridiculous.
Huh, how so?
Well, because
How is it ridiculous now and how it will be more ridiculous in the future?
because it adds lets you add a triage like your Izzyar. You could put a triage and a scavenge on. So that Izzyar now heals herself and gains more life as monsters die. Plus is getting healed by Inevitable. You don't get the self heal on Inevitable, but if you're doing the Izzyar combo, it's really easy to put a healer there, at least one, and then with all that damage going towards Izzyar, you could
Isn't it
easily have
supposed?
3 or 4. I mean, obviously, there is still no back row cleanse, so Affliction is the counter to this team. To just having a never dying Izzyar.
But isn't the whole point of his year dying?
Normally, yes, but occasionally she can just tank the entire team for you while you kill everything.
Okay. Well, yeah, with the scatter, I can see. Although, you know, she's a giant and she's a taunt, so she can disappear
There's weaknesses.
she can
She's a
disappear
giant
pretty
and a
quickly.
taunt, but she also has void, so she takes half damage from magic. The only real natural enemy of her is the archers who have the
Like the bomber,
yeah, but
who can one shot, pretty much one shot her.
yeah, but nobody runs that card, so you don't got to worry about it very often.
Which is surprising because it's one hell of a card.
Yeah, it's true. I don't use it. I hardly ever see it used in battle. The one that you're gonna see more often that is pretty good against her doesn't one shot her, but it's the other 8 cost archer. What's his name though? I forget.
Well, also the water legendary, which I also forget the name of. You
Is
look,
he a rare card?
I think an epic.
Oh, is he actually? No, I have. Well, I should just
Oh,
put them all on here, but he's a neutral. Why don't
yeah.
I see him here? Oh, he's a Rift Watcher. No, I have Rift Watcher. What? Am I just blind? Is he behind us? What do I have on that's stopping it? Let me see. Oh, I have Soulbound on. That's the problem. That's why he's not showing up.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody else knows the card I'm talking about, but they
Yeah,
probably know the name.
I'm sure I do, but I don't know the name. Don't remember the name. I think
Right
you
here,
missed.
the Rune Crafter.
Oh yeah.
He's also pretty good against the Coral Lurker deck.
Wow. Against the flying coral lurker.
Yeah, against the Flying Coral Lurker.
Yeah, but I mean,
And he's pretty good against Izzyr too because he does the 4 and then he doubles it up and he does archery damage. You are right, the bomber can destroy her with a nice 9 that doubles to 18.
yeah, every second round she's gone. No scatter or no scavenge or triage will help her. Well, maybe you start running this composition with EGR with triage
A mimic
and
summoner.
and scavenge, and then people start finally appreciating the Gobson Bomber.
That's true. That would be kind of crazy. The chat is now talking about a summoner that gives mimic, so you can give mimic to any
Ah,
character.
yeah,
Maybe that'll be Matt's promo card that he only sells 100 of, and you have
yeah,
to buy in
that
the auction.
that probably.
So so I wonder how expensive
I
of a
don't think
card
we'll
that would be.
ever, or at least anytime soon, see another card with mimic ability. And as I said,
Well, once it's been introduced, it is gonna be, I don't know. So who else from the reward set is kind of sexy?
well, that
We
card, I think that the one that I told you, I think for me, she's very sexy. The
um.
Reaper.
So if I go here to
Oh yeah,
Soulbound,
we haven't done that. We can do we can see them all. Like we haven't even commented on all soulbound cards.
no, no,
That
no. We haven't really. So, and I don't really know which ones are really good.
well,
I can
but
tell you, like,
we can do it
we deep
live.
dive Commander Slade because that's the
Yeah,
one we got to reveal.
but we can just
Um,
go through them all and then say share a
yeah.
couple of first impressions. But just give me one. I mean, talk entertain them for just a couple of minutes. I need to drink water.
All right. Do 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 do. All right. Let's get us to the right size really quick. Yeah, the common neutral 3 cost little guy is super annoying, but I don't know who. Uh, let's see. That's not quite right. We're going to be kind of little during this section here. And then actually, I should make us even littler because I should zoom this in. Um, Here, I'll just make us small. Because the star of the show right now is not me, it's the new cards, right? And then I can put this right here. Okay, so the Dry Bone Hobgoblin, a reach monster with immunity. Immunity monsters always have a play in poison games. Let's see, middle of the road, silver level. His 1 damage kind of makes him not very good. I don't like 1 damage cards. There's not a lot of monsters with shielded in silver, I don't believe, but nonetheless,
It's 1 mana though.
it's what?
1 mana.
It's not 1 mana, it's 4 mana.
Oh, so you're talking about something else.
Yeah, no. Um, so in general, this doesn't look that good. Once you get him to level 8, he picks up Shatter, and once you get him to 5, he's doing an extra damage. So in gold, he's a little bit more of a possible little league card for
He
fire.
has immunity.
Yeah, because he has immunity. So I did mention you can always play him in a poison match,
Yeah.
right? So he's a poison match card. Poison little league. I could see him fitting in good there. When you get him up into higher levels, he is kind of an interesting card.
He's better than the water guy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's similar to the water guy. He costs an extra mana, but he has a shatter, which is interesting.
Yeah.
He's also a shatter on a 5 speed. That's nice, but
And
it doesn't.
usually water is the go-to for Little League for now. I mean, it was until now, so that's kind of that shatter is kind of very useful against the annoying 6 health, 7 armor guy.
Ooh, this is interesting. So we got a blasting mage
Yeah,
on a
that's amazing, and it's a common card.
yeah, and then and it picks up an ambush.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, it only stays at 2 magic damage, which is kind of a bummer. It gets a dodge. That's kind of interesting because I could see you putting this card in last position. Um,
With
with
the fast guy, which also gives her random shots everywhere on the field.
yeah, you could make her shoot all over the place, but you could also play her with Oh my gosh, why is my mind blanking? The one that'll give her an extra magic damage.
Yeah, this the new guy. Today we
Lorcas.
have guys.
Yeah, my brain is not. I'm
Oh,
fried. It's Friday. I've had a hell of a week, guys.
yeah, I better open and look at what I'm talking. So I guess I was talking
You were
about.
talking about Yasik.
Okay,
I'm
I was
talking
talking about, yeah,
about Lorcas. It is Lorcas. Okay, I
yeah,
wasn't right. Yeah. You can play her on a Lorcas team. She'll do 3 damage, magic damage on an ambush. That's pretty good. And it's blast. And it's on a fire team that already has some interesting magic teams with Lorcas. So I like that. I mean, I don't love it because it 7 mana for 3 damage isn't spectacular, but it is blast damage. So
well, I mean, yeah,
it's interesting.
that makes it four. I mean, with Locust makes it 7 damage
No, 5.
potentially. Well, three, two,
Three,
two,
3 and 2.
and the other side too.
Okay, potentially, but
Yeah,
she doesn't. She's not a native sniper, so she
I
should be hitting the
understand.
first
Or
monster.
native scatter, but still,
Yeah, and if you're using Lorcas, she's not going to pick up scatter or
no. But it can
snipe.
be
But
roasted.
yeah, we got a giant shark. I like flank cards. I think flank cards are underappreciated. I like retaliate cards are ridiculous
Yeah,
sometimes.
and then Torrents.
Um,
To top it all, a Torrents.
yeah, and then he picks up thorns too. This is actually a really good card. It's
It
very
is.
similar to Demon Shark.
It is, and also like again, it's on fire team where Yasuo can give some speed and penetration.
Yeah, you can get speed,
Oh, that
penetration,
sounds
and then
very.
also anytime you can put Monorath behind,
Yeah.
and
Well,
Monorath gets to attack and repair the armor up here
I
possibly.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure Monterot and the bear were what the main reasons you said that flank you like flank and it's underrated.
yeah. In any good card with flank is nice, especially because you could end up in like a melee monsters only match, so you can't use the archer they have. I know this card was kind of impressive.
Hmm. Just because it's 3 damage for 4 mana and potentially four
But
magic.
Jangles, I don't get demonetized except for when I we had to share the money we earned when we played Soulkeep on stream because that music
Hey, hey,
is
it
there.
wasn't me that mentioned. I guess it was me that mentioned the penetration, but I mean, I didn't invent the ability. Oh, it was Pierce. Sorry.
Oh
Okay.
no, Tails! You need to send me a link on how to do that. I didn't think I would get a creator deck in parallel. Um, I don't I heard them say something about that, but I didn't think I was considered a creator because I never applied for it with them. But let's go back to the cards at hand. But if you can send me some info on that on Discord, that'd be awesome. I haven't played lately, unfortunately, but I played earlier last week and stuff. Going back to the cards. This card is good.
Well,
Uh,
just because it becomes 4 magic for 4 mana with Lorcus.
yeah, it does become. It does become. Well, it's a 4 with 3, anyways. It has a backfire and a phase with 8 speed, so that is pretty interesting. A
Yeah,
base
but
8.
still it has 2 health. Like I mean,
Well, nobody's gonna hit
oh, I mean,
it.
you would think, but it's still in a
I
fire loop
mean,
where
you
there is
play
Yasek.
Yasik.
So,
It has a base 10 speed and throw a blind on the board. I don't know. There's not a lot of cards that are going to hit that.
well, I mean, but probably it will be facing Yasek too.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I mean, it is This card is interesting. I like
Well,
it. I think
it
it'll
is.
get
I
thrown
mean,
on the board.
for 4 mana, I wouldn't say it gets any better, but I think it does because there are some crazy ones at 4 mana.
All right. We got
One thing
this
for
one.
sure, little leagues will become more interesting
This
soon.
guy is interesting. So this is the other new thing they talked about in the town hall that they're finally introducing. They're introducing overpowered cards that have a bad thing for your team. I actually used this card in a match today, even though I only have him at level 2. Um, because I put him next to a martyr card, hoping he'd burn the martyr card away and then go up.
But
So
no, I mean, you get six. I mean, in case you face force field, I mean, you get six damage right
yeah, but I
from the
mean,
bat.
he's on a team with Yasik, so that you're not going to target the force field necessarily. Um,
Oh,
Given
okay, I mean, it
he
doesn't have
has
to
his
be.
own
Yeah,
piercing, so maybe you don't use Yasik. But I couldn't
yeah.
think of when else do you use him with?
Well, you can use him with this the Rift Watcher summoner that enrages everybody, so he'll become even faster when he burns,
That's true.
and he'll make the whole team faster because he'll burn them.
Because he'll burn the whole team. But it's very interesting, right? 6 attack on a 2 cost card is pretty wild. Yes, you could run into a force field, but I have
Well,
seen.
usually you usually use it in Little League matches or imagine it in Back to Basic, man.
Yeah.
For 2 mana doing 6 damage all the
Oh yeah,
time.
and he's saying you could use Lux with that card. Okay, and we our legendaries, we have 1 drops this go round. Um, they have a
Yeah.
lot to live up to because the last 1 drop legendaries were very very powerful cards, at least a couple of them. So
You're
this
talking
guy
about the
here,
Fiends?
solid, right?
You're talking about the Fiends?
No, I said 1 cost. Fiends are
Oh,
zeros. I am
what,
talking
which
about the
one?
dice cards.
The which one?
Dice.
Oh, okay.
The dice was the last time we had
Oh,
1 drop legendaries,
the Ooze and
and
the Lights.
the Green Witch of Doom came from that set that I didn't get, and that card with that stupid repair. Oh God. Um,
Yeah, and coming back. So yeah, uh, two opportunity damage for 1 mana. Yeah, I'll take it.
yeah, it's not bad at all. It's not overpowered. I admit I can see where Gathering is saying this really shouldn't have been a legendary card, but I
Why
mean
not?
it's a one it's a 1 drop card that can do 2 damage
Yeah,
and is
one
an
mana,
opportunity monster.
one
That's
mana.
pretty good. Yeah, Epona. Epona. I used to
I
hate it
mean,
when I saw
imagine,
that
you
card.
see, you just bear with me. Imagine playing Lorcus in a low mana match, and then you have for 8 mana, you already have 3 monsters on the board with Lorcus. The 2 fiends from Death and Fire, and then this guy actually 4 because the I think Death also had a one have a 1 mana legendary. So
Yeah.
for 9 mana, you already have four people on the board with Lorcus, who has some pretty impressive stuff, for example.
Man, another 7 cost mage that only has 2 damage most of the time. It seems
Oh,
low.
but you have weakness, so
I mean, it does get demoralized, which isn't bad.
that
It has an
demoralized.
armor. It gets a dispel. Um,
Dispel,
the dispel is useful. I don't love this card, but I mean,
nah.
with Lorcus, you're talking about four
See,
damage.
that was not supposed to be a legendary one, if you ask me. I've
You
seen
know, I
several
don't feel
common.
like Death has a lot of dispel. I mean, Fire. So and or Death. So it could be one of the very few dispel cards they have.
Do they need dispel though?
I mean, kinda,
Why? I mean, they have like
because you gotta get rid of those mimic
speed,
abilities.
speed with piercing. They have plus attack plus magic. I mean, now they have everything. So why would they need?
All
I
right,
mean,
let's go ahead and check out our alligator giant.
the glitter. Yeah, this one is also good in a melee only match.
Yeah, shield. It's a nice
Solid.
shielded tank.
Whoa, I
It
mean,
gets
and it's fast.
phase and a stun.
And it's fast.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, the phase makes it good either way because, like, for example, if you played with Killia, it's already speed.
Yeah, you could be running 6 speed, have a phase and a shield. So if magic damage comes at you, you're hoping you're dodging it. Especially because a lot of mages are slower. So
Yeah, not
you're
bad.
gonna have to run 4 dispel monsters to catch up to mimic. All right,
You
and
have
then
to
we
what?
have um a real a new healer. Interesting.
Well,
Sorry, I had to stand up
you
for a
mean
minute.
self healer?
Oh, is that self heal? No, that's heal.
Oh, that's self
Oh
healing.
no, it is a self heal.
What? Yeah, I was like, I'm going crazy. I went through the
It's
whole
not a
set.
tank
It was
heal.
like, in this set we don't have a healer,
Hmm.
and now you're like, oh, healer. No, there is not a single healer in this set.
I don't know. This is weird. I mean, I guess low mana.
Oh, back row protect.
Yeah, back row, last position, high HP, kind of like an anti sneak card maybe, but I don't know.
Oh, and also yeah, headwinds.
I mean, I do like headwinds on low mana. I
Oh,
could see you. I could see you
or
sticking this in
only
as like a last card on a lot of teams.
or archers only match where it can be first card to kill itself.
All right, so we at least now we can take a quick look at him because
Eh,
before we could only
good
see
go.
him at max level.
Well, that's what matters
Um,
about it, and it's okay. But I mean, I
yeah,
guess if you manage to keep him out of magic and you manage to get him to hit, yeah, it's a cool card.
yeah, it's a good card, but it's just situational, right? Really good
Yeah.
melee only monster because of the dodge and the enfeeble with the reflection shield. Really good like super sneak monster like we had talked before, but also it's a giant, so you got to be careful for giant killers. And he's not going to dodge any magic.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
All right, we get another True Strike Archer with a Strengthen, and he gets Void later on. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's stupid. Okay, interesting. Let's go with
I
interesting.
mean, it's not a terrible card, but it would just be a throw in on a team.
No, I'm just saying, like, what's the whole void? Like, I don't get it.
I mean, the one thing with Void in the Strengthen, you could put him in a second position, and then any blast magic damage isn't going to hurt him. Maybe.
Or like whenever there is like sniper rule set. But I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't love it. I
fun,
just don't
not fun,
hate it.
not
Here
fun.
we go again with one of our overpowered cards with a deals 1 damage to ally units at the beginning of round 2 and each turn following. This is kind of
Yeah,
interesting
I'm
because
fine with that.
I would live with that 1 damage to my team for this because this is pretty wild. But could you also imagine him in the mode where
Back to base.
uh not back to basics, but
Why not? Five,
the one
five.
I forget what it's called, but where everybody has enraged.
Oh yeah.
So
Or oh, it's water, but uh, I know what you're talking about, and he just but yeah, not only that, it's just like on magic only rule sets
wow, 5 magic damage at max
and
level.
back to basic. Why not back to basic? 4 mana, five magic damage, and 6 health. I mean,
True, back to basics. He's gonna just slaughter people,
yeah.
and then he loses. He loses his electrify,
Well,
but keeps his 5 damage.
that's what I'm saying. So all these cards that has this debilitation in back to basics, they're monsters
Yeah, this guy's gonna be a
because
monster in back to basics too. We
that's
didn't
how
really
they're
bring that
designed.
up, but two
Yeah,
for 6.
yeah, that's how they're designed.
Oh,
Especially
oh.
in low mana back to basics.
All right, let's take a look at their legendary 1 drop. So reach monster, not as
So,
good as fire.
so this is the one I thought you were talking about to start with.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it that much. You've already got like really, really good reach monsters on blue,
Well, not for
and
1 month though.
yeah, but for three, are you? I mean, maybe for very low mana matches, you use him instead. But I don't like it.
Oh well.
Okay, let's look at their other legendary. Okay, blast. I like blast. I like immunity and blast opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. On
Okay,
a
that's cool.
on a water team that is
On
inherent
water
plus.
team, water doesn't have a way to do extra archery though, right? Oh no, they do. Um, the tactic summoner could make that a 5. Ooh.
Yeah, but it doesn't. What the one thing that bothers me doesn't have piercing. So
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. So you're gonna have to have some ways of getting rid of armor.
does
I don't know
uh
though. Still though, it's a pretty fast splash damage attack, so
does the
that's not
cryptic
bad.
does the cryptic ability works with blast?
I don't think so. I think it only does it to the main monster. This one
Never
is
mind.
your
This is
mini,
amazing. This
your
amazing card.
little league Venka,
This
kind of.
amazing. Yeah, this.
I mean,
Well,
it's
it
just a really
eh,
good
well
card.
it doesn't have a press, so it's not really Venka as we mentioned before. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's still a monster.
yeah, it is. It is. You could throw it anywhere on your team. It can still attack. It can't miss flying. It flies. It has equal attack to health. It does 4 damage. So it's not gonna have. It's gonna be. It's not gonna have an issue running into um, a force field.
Well, not that there are
I
many
mean,
force fields in the league, but
this card's gonna be able to be played all the time, though.
well, yeah. But I'm saying where it excels is Little League, and it really excels there.
All
Like
right, so
with the people loving to play the this guy from the live team with the Pelacor whatever conjurer or whatever the Pelacor was that has flying, and it's like 2 mana but flies, and then people cannot hit him, or she would take care of it.
I
Moving.
do. I like cards that hide. I like a card that hides and has an amplify. And magic that has a cripple is very interesting too, but not very good damage. What do you think?
I think it's uh maybe since it's being on Earth theme and
Yeah, I mean, Obsidian can give her an
Immortalis is
extra damage.
Immortalis is pretty annoying, so at least she'll be lowering the health each turn regardless of the void, even if her damage is lower to 1. So that's a cool thing where like magic only matches, people play Immortalis, and then every monster has one magic and nobody does any real damage. She'll be doing real damage.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with kind of Asmongold here. 6 out of 10 for me too. That's a good rating for this. It's an okay card. I can definitely see it being used.
Yeah,
I
not
I'm definitely
everything.
like there's not that many meta cards, even though I thought Matt said he was hoping there would be. Okay, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, there are many meta cards.
Okay, so a
We just,
strengthen with a triage
we just haven't gone
and a
through them.
reflection shield on a little mage. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and it's like also with the reflection shield.
See, when you do 2 damage for 3 mana, and you look at that last card that only does 2 damage for 5, that's where you're like, eh. And this one
Yeah,
has
especially
possibly better abilities.
and especially this one with the Earth Summoner could get three magic for 3 mana. So
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, gathering, same thing. He raised his score on this one. This is a pretty good card. All right, let's look at this 8 cost rare archer.
mm,
Oh, he gets bloodlust.
becomes it becomes amazing card with all the like with the protection from magic and Torrance and first position like
Yeah,
and
it's an
now
interesting card. I mean,
with the squirrel it also gets +1
yeah, with the squirrel, it can
archery.
do an extra damage. It could you could throw it in the last position to be like kind of a card
Why?
that has armor and does thorn
Why?
damage to
It's a
sneak.
pretty awesome tank. Why would you
Well,
throw
I
it?
because you could last position it, hoping that deals some final, it bloodlust up a little by the time it gets to the front. I
But
mean,
when
you're
it's to
right.
the
It could
front,
be kind of tanky, but
well, he has
regular.
thorns, man. He has thorns, so he can get way more by killing people that are attacking him with melee than just sitting on the back. Well, actually, yeah, there are some sneakers, okay. But
Yeah, well, I'm saying like because sneakers usually are more susceptible than thorns than the front row monsters that
okay.
usually have armor and stuff.
Yeah,
And
but I'm
then
just saying it has
hopefully,
void. It has void, so I was thinking like, yeah, he's also protected from magic. So I think it's a good tank. But I mean, I guess both statements are true, which makes it a good card.
all right. Here's the epic. Let's see. I think the chat is saying they're going after the epics because they're the special
Yeah,
cards.
I mean they always have been.
Okay,
To
so
be
this one is execute. So that's the one where if the target has 2 health or
yeah,
less after a successful attack performed another attack against the same unit. So it's it's the finish him. So basically if a monster has 6 health or less, this card can kill it.
yeah, with
And
two.
it tramples.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
the that was the selling part and the trample.
And its opportunity. Híjole.
It just
The,
what
the
the
only
only
thing
thing
this is
missing
missing is like a
is
pierce to
piercing.
make it
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah, exactly. So I was thinking, is there any piercing? Like, no, there is like no summoner with piercing that can connect with Earth, right?
No.
Even in the old.
Who would you could use her with the soulbound summoner to give her some speed help, or you can use her with
Oh, you can
I
use that
don't
with
know.
Immortalis, so somebody
Maybe
shatters
this might be a good card to use on a Lux team
or
too.
Immortalis team, so somebody shatters the shield before she hits
Oh, that's true.
because
Because
she's
she's
not
not.
very fast.
Yeah, her one weakness is maybe she's not that fast.
Yeah,
All right.
awesome, very very cute.
I mean, hey, I like it better than the monkey because you can always throw a 1 cost
Oh,
card
I would
at
say it's still a monkey.
somewhere.
I would still for me it's still a monkey.
Well, yeah, he's a better monkey because he's
Okay.
ranged. He can go anywhere on your team in a low mana match. He can bring 2 range damage to the table. Um,
On a snipe.
oh yeah, and on a snipe. I have to admit, the 1 drop though for legendaries, these are so tame compared to Jesus. I mean, well, we'll finish this, but I'll go show you the dice ones. My God. And then I did not get this guy yet. A stun, a demoralize, a shield, a
Really
dispel, and a phase.
melee only card. I mean, this for legendary kind of feels
Yeah, it feels a little weak.
a little lame.
I mean, it has a stun. Stuns are pretty wild. And in a melee only mode, it gives them a demoralize with a shield.
Okay, but that's
So,
about it. That's about it.
yeah.
And it's a legendary, and it's like there are some commons that are better than him, man.
Ooh, it's a new protect card.
With self heal and with no
Wow. And an
and with
armor strike?
and with no attack.
Well, it would always do the 4 armor, right?
No,
Even
yeah,
without.
yeah,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, it like
And it has no attack, so you can
yeah,
use
use
it.
the
You can give it
trainer.
the three magic damage.
You're any trainer, yeah.
If you give him 3 magic damage and he's in the back, will he magic attack and armor strike from
Yeah,
like the
no, if
third
it
or
is
fourth?
back, if it's just melee from everywhere, I think.
Okay, if not, it wouldn't armor strike until it was in the front position.
Yeah, I would think so. At least, I mean, I'm not even sure if it's like opportunity or whatever. I think, but I'm not sure that it will. Like whatever applies to melee from not first position, I think it applies to shield, but I'm not 100% sure. But for sure, it's not if there is nothing to help it do melee attack in general from its position, it's not going to get the shield running.
Wow, another triage for them.
Yeah, but I mean, so yeah, it just, I mean, life. Do they really need another triage?
I mean, I don't know, but
The
it's a
same,
it's a
the other
I
triage,
I don't know.
the other
It's
triage is
interesting.
in nature, like in Earth, the other triage. So, I mean, those are,
I mean, I never like 1 cost archers unless you're in reverse speed though. So overall, that card's pretty low on mine. Um, this card's pretty sexy though.
not when there is the 6 mana protect guy with flank.
I mean, I know, but I mean, he in a I don't know. You have the inspire. You
Well, yeah,
have
but I mean,
good magic damage, good health. You have a divine shield. I
but
mean, I
it's,
don't know if I love flank on this card, but either
that's
way,
what I'm
it's not a
saying.
bad mage.
That's what I'm saying. It's not
So
about mage, but the flank ability totally, I don't know, not working. Yeah,
yeah, flank is weird on that card. I admit. All right, let's look at the lion here.
yeah. Very good reverse speed tank.
Yeah, I mean, retaliate with 5 is very interesting.
If it was 4 mana, so you can use it in Little League, maybe it would be even more interesting. But
Yeah,
I,
I mean, it's definitely an interesting card. I don't see it being a staple, but definitely an add in like Malay only matches. But you know what? It makes sense that they have like a crappy archer, a weird mage. This guy's actually pretty good, but
they
then they
like
have this.
they
So
like the Republican Party. I mean, never mind. Just ignore me.
yeah, the
Ah,
the rest of the life cards were kind of yeah, and then they said, okay, we'll give you this.
well, but that's enough. Like that's
Yeah.
the reason everybody will play live whenever they can.
And so you
I
could
guess
give her thorns
I guess
and
I was wondering
snare.
why people were so much buying the France summoner guy. I guess it's because of Olivia. You know, people that don't buy cards and only play with soulbound cards.
All right, let's look at their 1 drop. Oh yeah, that's good. Charge. So
Yeah,
2 attack from anywhere for 1 mana. These 1 drop legendaries though, man, they are so weak
I
comparatively.
I like them, most of them, to
I
be
mean,
honest.
they're not bad cards because they cost 1,
See,
but
that is a monster, kind of like for Little
why
League.
taunt?
Why? Because back
Shield?
row, because back
Strength.
row. Hello.
Oh, I guess like a lost, like a no mage little league game.
Yeah, well, I mean, even like how many, like there aren't many matches in Little League, anyways.
Yeah, but his HP is pretty low. Even a couple mages would light him up.
Oh, I understand, but I just take it as a counter to the water low Little League team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the taunt because taunt can be very useful, but it is a
I
little
think it's
bit
an amazing.
weird.
I think it's an amazing card.
Okay, the
Three for
thug
three,
here.
not bad. And
Oh,
with
that's
a
great. 3 for 3
cripple,
opportunity. I mean, I don't know about again Dalin. You know,
And of
Dahlin
course,
gets the short end of the stick here,
of
but
course,
that's a great card.
as usual, yeah, nobody except me and Django's like Dylan, so
Let's just let's get rid of some of the cards we've already gone through. Why are these guys showing up? Oh, I hit life. I meant to hit neutral. Okay. How about this one? Ooh, a silence.
another silence
And
because that
an
because that doesn't have
immunity.
it because that doesn't have enough silence.
Hey, you can never have enough silence.
Sure. I mean, usually the second one is always like it's most of the time 90% waste. But let's have one more.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not spectacular. I don't think the 6 cost melee monsters are ever going to be really popular, but he has immunity. He has a silence. I could see him just being on the board in a poison game.
Yeah.
All right, so
Another,
we get a redemption card with a slow and an impede, and a reflection shield.
I think it's a very good card.
Yeah, it's
I know,
got good damage
I know it's
and it gets
seven
that
mana.
damage early too at level 3. So that's really good low level.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem with that card. That's not a bad card. This card is kind of cool.
Yep.
So you get a demoralize, you get a magic reflect, and you get a void.
And talking about
So
the team that can get like five silences.
yeah, and it's Death has already got like a really good magic only rules set metas and Little League metas that are kind of competitive. This card's just going to add into both of those.
I mean, 8 health
So
in a little league. Yeah, just
this card looks cool as hell. This one has the corrupted healing.
yeah.
Each round restore 70% of max health to other allied units rounded down. Each time a unit is healed, its max health is reduced by 1. But Death got a healer.
Well, a mass healer at that.
So a mass healer, but he also lowers health.
Well,
Interesting.
but
I mean, that's not a big deal, though. Because, I mean, if you had 10 health and you were down to 2, you'd get restored to 7, but your new max health would be 9.
yeah.
That's fine.
And also he has a scatter, so he'll be not affecting himself that much.
Yeah, scavenge, yeah.
Scavenging.
Yeah, scavenger, so that's nice. And then he has poison. This is going to be interesting. I definitely need to try this card out. I have him,
Yeah, and
but
people with Flacco will hate
yeah.
it. Another
I mean,
dead card with poison.
yeah, I really think that I want to do the proposal to say that if a summoner gives the same ability as a card that already has the ability, that somehow it buffs that ability. So like
Yeah, I
hit.
mean,
I'm like so if you use Dahlin with a monster with cripple, instead of crippling once, it cripples him twice or something.
I understand, but I don't think it will happen.
I know. There's
I'm
not
up
enough
for
people
it.
that like those cards.
I'm up for it. I know you're protecting your Waka. I'm protecting my Dalan, but it won't happen.
They got a good one. Sneak.
Yeah, wait. Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to bring him back?
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking like with Lorcus, the two 1 mana guys, and then the 2 0 mana guys.
So yeah, you can definitely do some interesting Lorcas teams.
Yeah, 9 mana.
Um,
You already
for
have
like at like 12 mana,
yeah,
which is
because
funny.
one was sneak and the other was what opportunity? What
Yeah,
was the
sneak opportunity, and
what was the fire?
You'd still have 4 mana left to put a couple other cards on the board.
Mm.
Okay, we did not look at their other legendary, so they get a 4 cost to help with their Little League lineup. A scavenger who can close range and void armor.
Yeah, that's okay for tank.
Yeah, that's not bad for like a second position card.
Why second?
either, or even like a third position.
First position, man.
No, no, because you want to let it scavenge, and Death already has good tanks in the low levels.
Like what?
They have if it's a no magic rule set, they have the I guess in a for if you were afraid of magic, they have this, but they have the little the 3
Oh,
cost one that has armor and shield.
oh, but yeah, if you're afraid of magic, you just use the neutral. What was it? The four
Uh,
mana die with the
yeah, the monk. So
yeah,
the
yeah.
Zenith monk. So I mean, pretty much Death's lineup is usually going to go Zenith monk, the armor striking rust. To four drop in the second position. Then you put this in the third position. That way, if those two guys die, this thing gets to the front position now with 6 health, as opposed to getting up there with 4 health.
Well, yeah, I understand, but just a lot of little league matches are sneak, attacking, and they away to the front. So I don't know.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
we
trying
got.
to, I'm just trying to decipher
Oh
both comp
wow, we got another opportunity monster
with scavenge.
with scavenge. I mean, this
Five
is
five.
definitely interesting, especially on a cost. So some ambush opportunity plays. That I like that. We already looked at the Night Weaver. I mean, definitely an interesting card to put on the
It's
board.
amazing. One of my favorite.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I like it. Definitely a good card. It's a giant, so that could be problematic at times.
It's
But
magic, man. You barely ever targeting him unless he's
let's
already
see.
last
What
time.
is the legendary dragon? An archer with a stun, with a return fire,
And a
a
taunt.
dodge, and a taunt.
But for
Another
reverse,
archer with a taunt.
but with reverse.
So it's kind of like a wave brood, right?
Without the void, but yeah.
Yeah, so wave brood without the void, a stun and a return, and
Which
then
is very
it
important
has a
because,
dodge, so it's people are gonna miss it occasionally.
well,
It's
yeah,
interesting.
but for 9 mana, this the water legendary from Rift Watchers will just evaporate it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, a stuns can win games,
Just I see just
but
in reverse speed throw set.
yeah, well, you're right. But like, if wave brood isn't allowed in an archer only, that could be like the new wave brood if archers are available. And then you run it with quicks to help her slow speed. She could still be usable. Ooh, we got another sneaking archer. Interesting.
Yeah.
With a backfire though, huh? Only 3
Well,
speed. That's
three speed
interesting.
throughout the levels is not impressive.
No, the 9 health with thorns though.
But it's neutral, so it's not about,
Yeah,
and you can use it already with something like Yasek to give it speed. So
yeah, or Lux, right? Get her up to 4 and give her an armor.
yeah, or even the water. Damn, that whatever. The four,
Yeah, I
the
mean, this card is just, it's a solid. It's a speed buff play with a strengthen. It has a divine shield. The divine shield's nice because it's got a camo. So if,
and it's just one more camouflage, which you can already like on the Earth theme. There are several magic wearer that can hide, and then you add this one, and you can just forcefully make people attack certain card because everybody else is camouflaged.
yeah, there definitely is some interesting camouflage lineups that are going to be coming out into the game here pretty soon. This card looks pretty darn cool.
Yeah,
Um, so we got a
and
scatter shot poison that with a snare.
yeah,
I mean,
also very anti-squirrel card.
yeah, very anti squirrel. I like scattered poison. Um, So overall,
I
I'd say
like
it's a pretty good card, but not.
I like scattered magic, especially when you can play it also with something like Lorcus and gets three magic, and it already has 8 health, and if it has leech with 3 magic and 8 health, it can be annoying.
This is the weary at the beginning of a round. Weary units
That's
have a 10% chance to become exhausted. I've ran into this guy multiple times. I've
yeah.
never seen him become exhausted.
Well, I've seen, but it's like it's amazing because it's an amazing back row like protect in a way that you just don't need it. You don't need it. Like even if it's exhausted,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've ran into this card a couple times and I always lose.
but
So
I mean,
this
come
guy's
on, it
ridiculous.
yeah. Imagining back to basics, 1 mana, 5 damage, eight health. I mean,
Yeah, and he's neutral. I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
He's just ridiculous.
As I said, there are some pretty ridiculous meta cards here.
This card looks awesome. The Chaos Battle Mage. So you got a
It is,
piercing archer
yeah.
with a
That's a Vex,
rebirth, a
yeah.
divine shield, and a redemption.
And every rebirth, it gets back the divine shield
He gets back the divine shield and the redemption.
and does the redemption. And there are rule sets that gives you several more rebirths.
I
Like
like it. I like it. I mean, I think it's just a nice, solid card to add to any team. If it's a
especially
good
to the
anti sneak card because it's going to take a divine shield hit. It's going to have an armor possibly to take another hit before you even get to its HP, and then when you finally kill it, it's going to come back to life and make you go divine shield armor again.
especially with
So
the several death compositions that can provide you with several redemptions already,
yeah,
and apply to lower the HP and the summoner that lowers the HP even more. So
yeah. Just to go back a little bit in time.
yeah, you're going to show me the 1 mana ridiculous ones.
They're not even for sale.
Okay, I know Theodora. I know the fire guy that was an archer that gave
So I mean, even Miss Nightshade was a one cost with triage and void.
yeah, I
She
have
was
it.
pretty broken.
Yeah, I
But
love it.
um
The fire guy was with 1 mana 2, I think, archery
okay,
and
so if I go to they were beta. No, they weren't beta. They were untamed.
just
And
pick
then
all cards.
all cards. Get rid of Chaos Legion. Oh yeah, I'm on. I gotta take away
Yeah,
this. So
yeah.
the Reach monster
Well, same. It's same.
was similar to the monkey, so he was the
Yeah.
bad one. But Two Gun Pete had a stun
Okay.
for one,
And redemption, well, but
and
still,
then
it's all the way. It's just
how
one
about
attack.
how about a strengthen with a divine shield, immunity, and a repair?
Oh, I mean, it's cool, but it doesn't give much
And
damage
now
output.
nowadays you could throw a weapon training onto Epona. She's even more
Nowadays,
ridiculous.
yeah, but when it was used, they're not really
Lens
that
Master,
special.
you get your one cost blind and a shatter.
Yeah, but still, like the damage output is not there really.
Yeah, yeah, the abilities though. I guess that's the difference. The new one drops do a little bit more damage, but they don't have the stun, the shatter, they don't
Yeah, they just
have the
have
triage or the
just
repair and the
pure damage.
strengthen.
Yeah, pure damage.
At least I wanted to look at them to at least get a feel for these guys. So their advantage instead is they do 2 damage and
Which
one
can become
ability.
three, which can become three easily.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could say that about the old cards too. They had
Oh,
one damage. They could easily become two and a three.
yeah, but I think just one had the melee
Yeah, the
damage.
big difference about the red one was he was faster. He had five speed, but he was a 2.52, I think. So interesting. I think the little ones are a little bit better, in my opinion, than these ones, but one cost cards are going to be important because they will allow you to play lineups that other people can't. So I do think you're going to want them on your team and you're going to want them at high level.
Just
So
as want the zero mana legendaries at max level because they give you something,
yeah, yeah. So we went over all the cards, guys. We went over the town hall. Um,
and it's 10 o'clock.
it's 10 o'clock, so we should be wrapping things up. This is Into the Splinterverse, so I should at least mention I have been playing a little bit of GLS, earning a little bit of GLS, leveling up my cards.
Did you
Um,
stake cards in the training facility?
I did stake some cards into the training facility
Okay. Did you saw the
um,
announcement that V2 is coming
to
very
try
soon?
that out. So I actually haven't looked at them since I
Okay,
staked them.
well,
So
the newest thing is that V2, which I'm waiting, like really waiting, is coming soon. So that's where I'm getting back in the game. And I don't know if we mentioned it the last time, but there was the rumor has it that the cards from first season won't be able to be used in season two. They would just need used to train your other cards or level them up or whatever, like meat. But the latest decision is that all cards are going to be useful for season two. All cards matter. All cards life matters. So that's the good news, and yeah, it's coming soon.
oops,
So
I
if you
went to the
guys,
wrong place.
if you've been ignoring GLX for a while, maybe you should start putting one ear to the
Yeah,
ground.
I put a bunch of gold cards in the training facility.
Only four?
Only four so far. I only put over 20,000 GLX, so it only gave me four spots. But what do you get for doing this?
Oh,
That's
you
what I
get
haven't figured out yet.
oh, you're getting GLX.
Ah, so I know. There's my two teams,
Yeah,
and then
I disassemble one of mine so I can stake the cards in the training.
I brought some GLUSD into the game because I needed it for the training. Oh yeah, look, I'm getting a little bit of rewards. 43.
Well, I'm sure that you got GLX too, which is auto staked by your if you used before Splex and you put it on and still keep on
Yeah,
doing it.
yeah. I did. I have like 80,000 staked or something. But I'll claim my rewards. Where do you see your GLX again? Is it this one? No, that's GUSD. It's
I
this
think the
one.
last one.
Is it the last one? Yeah, there it is. So yeah, I have about 83,000. I mean, it's so cheap that maybe I should pick up like another 80,000 for 40 bucks just
Yeah,
to
maybe.
have, and then I could do some more training.
I
But
mean,
I mean, I'm playing the
if
game, and then the other thing just to mention really quick, guys, is there was a post on Twitter recently that we are apparently going to be able to race for rewards in our racing game soon. Which
and stake for fuel.
yes, and stake for fuel. So we definitely, at least our other games are becoming more playable. You can earn rewards, and they're out there.
You're turning in.
Um,
You're turning into a real into the Splinterverse. Look at
yeah,
that.
real Splinterverse here, and then one of the other things we probably should mention. Um,
No, not proposal, please.
just one. This one. So if you haven't seen After Sound's video, he did a real good breakdown of this. But basically, we're proposing to take a lot of our DAO funds, turn them into hive, stake that hive, and if we do that, we're going to get around 13 million hive voted for the proposal, which should make it pass.
No,
So we
because
have
I will just vote the zero proposal and it will go above again. But
Well, actually, though, the people who are agreeing to help us get 13 million more voting have also agreed that if some whale pushes that thing over our thing, that they're all agreeing to go and remove their votes. So it would remove 12 million from that. So it's basically Claiborne has talked to enough um, hive whales to say if we buy a million hive, which is what he's planning to do, and stake it for a guaranteed 24 months.
oh, that's what his after sounds video. If it's time to embrace Hive was all about.
Yes.
I just saw the title. I didn't watch the video, but okay. And
Yeah,
funny
so
because
basically,
you know the YouTube shows you just part of the title, and I was so expecting to say, is it time to embrace the thought of moving to a different chain? So it was like kind of a shock when I saw to embrace Hive. I was like, what do you mean embrace? Talking to him in my head, what do you mean embrace Hive? We've embraced it so much, and those a-holes don't want to give us money and support us. But I guess I understand now.
yeah, what it sounds like is somewhere in the background, Claiborne and maybe Yaba, I don't know who else got involved, but they talked to some of the other hive whales out there, and they were able to drum up another 12 million power voting for our proposal if we will buy a million hive. So the current plan is to use our Ethereum and some of our stable coins to buy hive, stake that hive. We can use that hive for government governance. We can also use that hive for curation
Upvoting,
rewards on
yeah.
Splinterland stuff and whatnot. And then
Like
though,
upvoting us, for example, right?
yes, like if we can get some votes maybe from them, that would be cool. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, people, just more votes for our community, more. But it's basically like, they went to the hive whale, said, "What do you need to see us do to vote for this?" And the deal they came to is you guys need to embrace hive a little bit more. Also, there's going to be a lot more
Or,
talking about Splinterlands. Like when you're in the game, you're going to see a hive logo here,
yeah, I mean
and
that's cool. That's
it
cool.
makes sense, right? So some co branding and other stuff like that. Now it'll be interesting to see if it passes. It's passing like gangbusters right now for the pre-proposal. So that bodes well for it, already having 186 for it. But
Yeah, I think it will pass easily if it
so
means.
and also you got Crypto Eater, you got Vugus, you got Brave all on board right now.
I
So
mean,
when you
if
have
Playboy went and talked with Hive Wells, that means he already knew people. The people
yeah.
that matter would support the proposal.
So on
Otherwise,
the bright
no
side,
way.
as long as this goes through and they make the transactions, they get the hive, we should get our proposal passed to get the team about $400,000.
How many we lost already? How many days we
480.
lost?
Huh?
How many days we lost already?
Oh yeah, they said like it was supposed to be. It was still going to be getting like 400 and something thousand, but they've lost I think like 20 days or something.
Yeah.
By the time this all gets worked out, it'll be even more. But basically, they were saying basically the Dow is going to put around $380,000 into Hive, and Hive is going to give us back $400,000 to the Splinterlands team, and
Yeah,
so
and
it's
both.
almost just a super fair trade now.
Both, I
Is
don't
the
care if
gist
they
of it.
hear me. That's my honest opinion. I mean, just pulling like twisting hands because they cannot realize how much actually Splinterlands have done for the whole ecosystem. They are as okay a-holes. So yeah, I won't
Yeah.
change my opinion. Just it was so this whole proposal was so disappointing to see the morons on Hive chain in general. That yeah. Anyways, hopefully now that they managed to find a way to twist our hands, hopefully they won't go back on their word, which will be
Yeah, I mean,
pricing at this point.
basically, I don't think any whale is going to try to do it because we're going to go above it by like 10 million. So they'd have to go big. And then the thing is, there's already another 10 million saying, fine, if you do that, we'll remove our vote and pull you back down to 30, which means you'd have to come up with like 20 million hive worth of voting to stop it at this point.
Which probably is not a problem for some people.
Well, I don't know. How many hive tokens are there?
Well, I don't know, but I mean,
I'm just wondering. I don't even know what the circulating supply of Hive is. I know it's inflationary, so it always goes higher. But um, 445 million. So
Looks like
yeah,
it.
how much would 20 million Hive be in cash? That's 200,000. So add two more zeros. Um, okay, so if the Hive whales really want to whale out, guys, not financial advice, but Hive is only 17 cents right now. And Splinterlands is about to buy $400,000 worth of it. And apparently our counter proposals are going to have to buy another $3 million worth of it. The price might go up.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. You
So
could you can front run them, yeah.
yeah, you could try to front run these people. So yeah, I mean, I don't power down my stake, but I haven't been a Hive buyer. Um, but I have a little short of 14,000 high HP, and the sad thing is, I think when it comes to our players, I'm a little bit on the higher end, so that's not great. Um, I mean, I know Matt Nagy are whales. I don't know who else is a Hive whale though.
It was not supposed to be the Hive wells in the Splinterlands community. It was supposed to be the effing morons on the Hive blockchain that if it wasn't Splinterlands, their chain would have been dead like 5 years ago.
Bolt, if
Because
the tail,
nobody else freaking care about the stupid Hive. Nobody have heard about it. Nobody uses it. It's just something that nobody have heard, and they would never have heard if if it wasn't for the Splinterlands. Just saying.
guys, we're at like the 2 hours 15 minute mark of this video. We can spoil things a little bit right now, okay? Because only the true diehards are going to see us talk about the fact that you could maybe front run these big buys.
See dedication pays off. We save the best for last.
Yeah, but I just thought I should talk about it a little bit because it is good to see that it looks like we will get our proposal passed. The team will get that $400,000 plus they got that $500,000 from us. So that's $1 million that's influx to them, and they're going to start selling stuff. I don't think runway is going to be our problem anymore. Our problem is going to be getting people to come and play the game.
Well, that's
So
all that money is going towards marketing anyways.
they want you to get a shot of fire, sir, because you're on fire.
Yeah, well, I have coffee. Don't worry about me. I don't need vodka this
But
time.
yeah, yeah. So he just disappeared to drink his coffee. That was kind of funny. When you leaned back, you disappeared for a second while you were
Oh,
drinking. But but yeah, it'll be good to maybe not have that runway thing hanging over our heads when we're going into what most people think is going to be the next part of the bull run. I was listening to some videos again. The bulls are still saying 100K Bitcoin by the end of the year, and going into next year, altcoins start to run. We need our coins to be one of those altcoins that runs. So that's what we got
no.
to hope for.
Yeah.
But anything
And
else you
that
want to go
that
over before we sign off?
that's been the hope for. No, I mean just stay strong, guys. I mean, again, always when in doubt, zoom out, and remember it's a marathon, not a sprint. So just don't pay attention to current trends and stop freaking selling your soulbound cards.
And my work is finally finishing off the major projects that I was a part of. I have one more night shift next Monday, and it's supposed to be my last,
Oh, that's what you said
8
last
to
time.
midnight shifts.
This
So,
last time you said, yeah, I'm already done with the work. So,
well, you know what? I forgot. I finished the Ring Central install night work, and then as soon as I finished that, they said, "By the way, Steve, now we have to do the Genesis night work." And
uh,
so,
is there any other
ugh,
surprises that you don't know about?
you know, I I could have not gone to those meetings, but
Because once you turn your cheek, man, they'll look for the other cheek, always. So just
Look,
just just saying.
the economy is in a bad spot, so having solid work is good. This is what's letting me buy the stuff I'm buying. This is
Okay.
why I bought an $80 legendary gold card instead of a $20 one, okay? Because I got a job.
Okay. Sure.
And
I'm sure with
somehow
your
somehow
skills.
I sold a card for $90 when they could have been somebody. Rogue must have needed one more gold Izzyar to max his out. So
Yeah. Oh, I have talking about gold this year. I have a maxed one already. You don't need to look for anything else. So if you need it, if you already hit me up, we'll make a deal. Same goes for Kulu and Musa, like one of the
yeah,
most sought after legendaries.
I have many gold cards, so same thing goes for me. But go to him first because
Yeah, go to him first. I
I
mean,
think he'll make better deals with you guys than I will. I'm a little
probably.
stingier.
Yeah, probably. No, you're not. But yeah, probably.
All
Well, thanks,
right,
guys. See you next time, whatever that is. It will be
bye
whatever.
everyone. Oh, I forgot to say hi to Jabby Saints and Blazin